to those things?
Mainly the community. Either they inboxing me, appreciate it, keep up the good work. Even now, me and my wife was at Walmart Sunday, and guys said, man, appreciate that, man. Keep doing what you're doing. They over there doing the roads or whatever down by my house or whatever. And that's all I want to do. That I can leave that, let that rest, you know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the Americus podcast, where we pursue what it means to become a next level neighbor, creating a place we enjoy with the people we love. I'm your host, John Schroeder, and today I am with my neighbor, Mario Mitchell. Mario, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I've been watching some of your clips over the last few months, and so I could not wait to get you on the podcast. Before we get into all of that, this is kind of our first time meeting, and so I would love to hear a little bit about kind of who you are. Did you grow up in Americus? Is this your hometown? Tell me a little bit about you.
Yes, born and raised here, past 52 years. Jenkins Road, Plains Road, whatever you want to say, 280 West. Born into a religious family, and found my high school sweetheart I've been liking since she was young.
Yeah.
And got married, and we've been here since, blessed to have 3 wonderful children, and just loving it. I love it here.
Yeah. So what about some people in your life growing up that kind of helped shape you? I mean, you seem like a man on a mission. You have a standard, a thought of excellence, a thought of accountability. Where does that come from? I
get the drive and passion from my dad, and I get the humbleness from my mom, if that makes sense. Dad, he passed away over 7 years ago, but he was a person of the community himself. And he tried to do what he could for the community, whether it be his Legionnaires, whether it be with the church or the NAACP. Yeah. He was always in the middle of it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So 52 years, I'm sure you've seen different variations of Americus.
Yes, sir.
What was the Americus like growing up for you? Even like downtown, what was that like?
Growing up in Americus in my earlier years, it was the feel of, everybody's family, everybody, that neighbor. We can go to each other's houses. We don't really do that no more, But we still, especially since COVID, that changed the dynamic of everything. But I seen this city go from small ideas to even bigger, broader ideas. If you can see now. This, for example, who ever thought a podcast in the middle of Americus, Georgia, with this setup? We got the ice cream shop downtown. We used to have a smaller one in the shopping mall, ice cream world. But now we got Scoops up the road right here. That's fantastic itself. We got the maze here, where you can get anything you want here. But we've expanded, we've grown. The Windsor used to be, it's expanded. Yes, I've seen it grow here. The population, I think it's steady. I'm just saying it's steady. Even though people move away, I still think it's steady right now.
Yeah. So how would you describe Americus to someone who says, "Oh, you're from America"? You're like, "Yes, Americus in America." Yeah. How would you describe that? The city?
Just like I tell everybody, we're a little country town. We always have to tell, no matter where me and my wife travel, if you're from Georgia, if you tell them, they think you're from Atlanta. So we always tell them we 2 hours away from Atlanta. Either we 1 hour south of Macon. We always have to explain where Atlanta is. We sometimes can put together with Albany because they recognize Albany too. We're 35 minutes away from Albany.
Yeah, that's right.
And they said, some of them said, I got some people there or close by. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I know I've had some people on the podcast before, and they talked about, the old high school before the collaboration, before coming together and things like that. And so I'm pretty sure you experienced some of those things. And what was that like for you, kind of seeing some of those things change over time?
Yeah, some people are very passionate about the old schools, the old rivalries. for me, I'm really not, because I married one of the rivals, Americus High.
That's right.
So it's really not a big thing to me. Still got my
That's right. Little Romeo and Juliet, bringing it together. All right.
So, but I still got my pride, the Ram pride in me. Still, Sumter County High School, class of '92. Still got that, but support everything they're moving forward with now with the collaboration they got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I said, I moved here about 3.5 years ago. And so I'm still kind of catching some of the wave of the things that have happened over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. There's a lot of history here.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people that want to share that history.
Yes.
So just you coming on the podcast and being a part of that is just so huge for me. I feel very welcomed as a neighbor coming into this community. And I want to see the same things that you do. And so tell me a little bit, okay, so, you're growing up in Americus. What are you doing now? Kind of what's life like for you?
Now, I'm kind of a homebody, except when I'm traveling.
Okay.
I work, and then I do my art stuff.
Okay.
Make tables and stuff like that, tumbler cups and stuff like that. Anything, and most of that is for my my passion.
Okay.
And it's to help me, get through the day. Everybody gets stressed, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's my little relief right there.
Okay. Okay. Is that, going through high school, being a part growing up, is this what you kind of anticipated you would be doing?
No, really. I went to school to be a maintenance man.
Okay.
And then I went up further my degree to go on to be in business.
Okay.
But now I'm in the mental health field.
All right.
Yes, sir. So that's where I'm at now.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always been a people person.
Yeah.
So talking and working with others and helping others has always been in me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's one of the things that we talk about here, just this idea of neighboring, because, you having good communication skills, good people skills is so vital right now. I mean, you have AI, you have technology that's kind of leading away from all of those things where, you don't really need, or at least the feeling is we don't actually need close relationships because we can do everything else outside of that. But man, there's a huge lack in all of our hearts and minds and souls, because we were created for relationships. And so being in that field is something that's very vital right now. And so you mentioned kind of growing up with, that the dad, mom, just kind of that humility, that respect, and just being a people person has obviously been a huge benefit to you.
Yes, sir.
So tell me a little bit then about this documentary, I guess. What do you call it?
I've done two in the last two months, maybe. The first one, it was about potholes of Americus, Americus, Georgia. And that one was because me and my wife, we was riding downtown, anywhere in Americas, and you probably seen it yourself, and you hit a bump.
That's right.
And it almost tear your car up, So I just said, I put it on Facebook, said, in 30 days, I'm gonna do a documentary on these potholes, And it never got better. So one day, me and my wife, I think we come from church. I said, man, let's go and get this started, Cause I think we had hit a bump then, coming down over there by Brookdale. I don't forgot the name of the street, but we hit it. So I said, let's start videotaping this, and we started recording and went on from there. It took over a life of its own because other people shared the same issues and concern in different neighborhoods. Yeah. And it got to a point, it was spinning. It was spinning out of control. People was inboxing me, come here, come there. And, and I would go, because they was concerned. And so I guess some people need a voice, Yeah. And it got to a point on that one that they started thinking that some people took offense to it, They thought I was trying to talk about the new regime of the city council. None of that. It just we was just trying to express a point, And even with that, some people speaking of the neighbor thing, they wanted me to go another way with the documentary and all that. So I had to snip that in the bud because I'm not trying to go negative with anything. Me, I just want to get to the point, see what we can do, and move forward. Yeah. So I let that one go because I got WLB. They came to Americus. Shout out to WLB. And they did one over there on Armory Drive.
Okay,
and that's the one that was on the news.
I saw that one. Yeah. Did you get a chance to do that one before they got there? Or
Yes.
did you,
Yes. So that's the one they came. They came because of the video.
Okay.
And so they moved forward with that one. So after that, I said, WLB been here. I'm gonna let that rest. That's it. What else can I do? You know? And so even after that, some of the people were saying thank you. They're moving forward with fixing some of the roads and here and there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what kind of maybe response from the city or just from others that was a benefit to those things.
Mainly the community. You know, either they inboxing me, you know, appreciate it, keep up the good work. Even now, me and my wife was at Walmart Sunday, and the guy said, "Man, appreciate that, man. Keep doing what you're doing." They over there doing the roads or whatever down by my house or whatever. You know, and that's all I want to do. That I can let that rest. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, Mama said, give them 2 months, see what they're gonna do. You know, so 2 months I go back and see if they done anything and start on that. You know, come back and see if anything doesn't happen or transpired. Yeah. Now on the newer one, like I said, if you let stuff can get blurred quickly. And it's still in America, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's still some people want to blur the lines, and even with this documentary I'm doing, they want me to go another way with it, negative and all that. I'm not doing all that. You know what I'm saying? I want to show Americus in the light that it is because I live here. You know, I wouldn't be here 52 years if it was a place that was not, you know, neighborly or just downright nasty and people just in the store just calling me names and stuff. No, I go to work every day. I go to Walmart. I go to I attend non-denominational church. You know, there's 90% white, and I don't have no problems. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to show the light, show the world what Americans look like, what it is. You know, I seen some stuff on YouTube about Americus, but it's breezing through Americus. It's the main point is the hotel. And then they gone, you know, but nobody knows the heart of Americus. Like the Kennebrew, been here years. Like the redesigning of that's Jackson Street, right there where Scoops and everything get right there. And the nightlife, and that's what I'm gonna show them eventually, you know, because I want to show them every aspect of Americus. I want to show them the people. You know, I had my wife, I thank her, I wasn't able to go to First Friday, but man, she had a ball out there.
It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed it.
I couldn't make it, but the video she did, she had a ball out there, you know. Everybody was having fun, eating chili or whatever. She was walking the street, and the story just unfolded. And that's what First Friday looks like, you know? So even just—
Why do you think it's difficult for people to have that balance? Because it's not like you're just affirming that everything's okay and that there's no problems. What is it for you that allows you to say, well, let's deal with our stuff, but let's talk about the good? What's the tension for others that have a difficulty kind of processing that?
It's like I told them we got good and bad. I was specific on that, and I'm gonna talk about the bad as well as the good. But there's more good than bad here in America. You get what I'm saying? The lines get blurred when they want to bring up history. You get what I'm saying? I want to talk about the moving forward. I want to talk about the neighboring thing, like you speak of so eloquently. That's what I want to bring attention to. You know? When all of us at Walmart together, we just walk around speaking to each other, no matter what it is, you know. When we're driving by, me and my wife was in Miami 3 months ago, and it's wild down there. Traffic wild. They don't care about nothing. They just they blowing horns. They getting upset about that. We don't have that here. That's why, you know, most of I always tell my cameraman, look, show the traffic. Show them how it's just easy going down here. You know what I'm saying? Even at 5 o'clock. how hospitable the people are here. We're just trying to enlighten them every aspect of Americus.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, and you're right. I mean, there are historical things that we have to deal with, we have to process, and there's been a lot of progress with that. I mean, I've seen, again, coming in, getting a chance to hear all these stories. I mean, Juanita Wilson. I mean, coming from where she came from to being the principal, right? I mean, that's a huge progressive movement.
Yes.
Our county sheriff, Eric. I mean, this is what we're talking about.
Yes.
We have something to celebrate.
Yes.
We have something to say, hey, we're not like we were. We have so much to stand on. Let's continue to progress in that. And so, and I think that's what it takes, is just neighbors talking to one another. And I think sometimes, if we're not careful, social media or the national media will tell us how we should treat one another.
Yes, sir.
Instead of just having these conversations, I'm not going to let somebody else tell me
Yes, sir.
how I should treat you
Yes, sir.
or how I should see you. Why don't I just ask you?
And that's it. Yes,
Right?
sir. Yes, sir.
And that's the beautiful thing about conversations and about neighboring, is we don't have to listen to all that mess. We can just have a conversation and grow into that,
Yes, sir.
which is a beautiful thing. And so, all right, well, so you start this documentary, you're working through it. I'm sure that you, as you mentioned, there's a lot of gems. There's a lot of great things here. Has there been anything that since the documentary, that you've been working on and said, I didn't even know that, and you were impressed by it or you were encouraged by it?
Well, the first two things, because it's been about 10. We're just on Lamar Street going up this way for now.
Okay.
We didn't know. Me and my wife didn't know that they had that Walk of Fame. We didn't know that. We didn't know some of the names that was on there was so famous names on there. The other thing was I saw, and my wife didn't see it, but we got it's a little store over there by the coffee shop. It's got nothing but homemade Americus. Americus items in there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the people inboxed me and told me, our stuff is in there. We're supposed to go back.
Yeah.
He told me we was coming back. He was
Made in Americus.
Made in Americas. He was ready. Yeah. He ready for us to come in there. Guy just sitting there. I walked in there. He just started talking. He said, "I know who you are." You know what I'm saying? It was just funny to me.
Yeah.
But when you go in there and just see all the little things, just like a little maze, like the maze, but everybody has made something in there and left it in there for you to buy or purchase. Even chocolate chip cookies. That's why I can't take my wife in there. They got chocolate chip cookies in there.
Get in trouble, man. It don't take much.
Those are some of the hidden gems here on that side. Like I said, we just got started on Lamar.
Okay.
Okay. But that's what I want people to see that they don't see driving by. You are not going to always see those little nuggets right there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I know one of the things about Lamar Street is when they put in the parking spots on the side, because it was like 3 lanes, right? Then it became 2 lanes, and it kind of slowed it down just a little bit, and it gave you an opportunity to kind of walk it a little bit more and not to go through it so fast.
Yes, sir.
And so, when you're able to stop and see some of those things, you're like, wow, this is really unique.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so we have a lot here that I can't wait for other people to see. So what's the ultimate goal? Do you want to go all the way down Lamar Street? I mean, do you want to go all around Americus? I mean, do you have a kind of a strategy on where you want to end up? Or
eventually it's going to be, we're going to do the city first, the town. We're going to do the town first. Then we'll go to show them the neighborhoods and everything like that. Just let them know, what we have here, what we have to offer. But in town, going to be the key to bringing everybody here. The alley, you know what I'm saying? The 323, the 1800, everything. It's so much to do here if you want to enjoy downtown. Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the things I've been encouraged by too is even we have so many events, even with the colleges. There's basketball games, there's soccer games, there's baseball. I mean, there is a lot that we can enjoy in a community. And so as we get those calendars out and try to sync them up as much as we can, I'm pretty sure we can really, really enjoy more of those events, the things that happen in the theater and all that kind of stuff. Sir. What about for youth and things like that? A lot of people talk about youth programs, the need for more youth activities. Have you heard of any youth activities that's happening right now that is encouraging, or that you hope to to come to Americus?
Well, me myself, I was a rec football coach for a long time. So that's one thing. The rec department is full of things to do. Football, basketball, baseball is year round. That's year round. I encourage everybody to get their kids in sports. As far as other things, I know people always want to bring a movie theater here. They always want to bring a skating ring here.
Those were here before, right? Some of those things were here before. Do you think that they were beneficial? Do you think that those things should come back, or do you feel like those are they would be great, but that may not be the direction that we need to go right now?
Yeah, they would be great, but right now it'll take too much to run it. And when I say that, that means security wise, you know, the structure of it. It had to be just right. You know, back in the day, Mama used to drop us off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Mama used to drop us off at the movies or whatever, and we hang out with our friends. And right now, man, that's a dangerous situation, you know, for the parents and the child. Because parents these days have to worry so much about what's going on with their children. That's anywhere. That's not just America.
Yeah.
That's anywhere.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I still have conversations about my parents. They would lock the door. They'd be like, "Do not come in the house."
Yes.
I'm like, "What are y'all doing all day?
Yeah.
What do y'all do all day without us?" They were just
sir.
like, "When the lights come on, then you can come in." And so,
sir.
if you wanted water, you had to get it from the faucet. Like, don't come
sir.
in.
Yes, sir.
And now it's like, if I can't see my kids for 20 seconds, I'm like, "Where are they?
Yes, sir.
Where are they?
Yes, sir.
I hope they're all right." You know.
Yes.
And again, that's just anywhere. And so that. So with this documentary, have you noticed? You already kind of mentioned that people are kind of seeing you in the streets. Is it kind of one of those things where, because part of your even with your Facebook feed, it's not just documentary. You're kind of just sharing your life. You're doing other things. You're sharing your family. Is it kind of weird to know that when you're posting these things that other people can come in and be like, "Oh, I remember that." And you're like, "Why are you in all my business like that?" You know?
No, it's really fun to me.
Yeah.
You know, even with my mom, you know, it's a blessing just to have her here with me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At her age, and for her to even engage with me, even, you know what I'm saying? Even though she get tired of me putting that camera in her face.
Yeah.
But no, I welcome that. I welcome the positive. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I ignore the negative. Even the negative, when I say negative, it's not towards me. It's toward, they have their own mission that they're trying to put out. They want me to go this route. I'm not going negative like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even around when that was going on. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk about what's here, what's now, how I see it, and how you see it, because this is how you see it when you ride in the street.
Yep.
When you walking around. And me and my wife, we used to drive through town, right? And on a Sunday or Saturday, and you'll see these visitors. They walking and enjoying the scenery, like, you know, like we do when we go visit other towns. They are walking and enjoying downtown Americus because it's amazing to them or whatever, because it's historic.
That's right.
You know, so I guess sometimes when we in a place, we take it for granted, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's normal to do that. You become familiar with things. You're like, "Oh, that's nothing."
Yeah.
But it really is something.
Yes, sir.
And we got to be able to learn how to celebrate that.
Yes, sir.
It's one of the things I love about, again, when you're hearing people's stories, when you hear the story of Americus, you know, this idea of like, what does Americus value? What is its identity? Because once you know that, then you can really capitalize on that in a sense, because that's why people come here.
Yes.
So if we can identify that, clarify that, and let me just say it in a business sense, market that, then people know why they're coming and they can be a part of that for the long term. And so, I think it's really important that we know who we are and where we're going, right?
And like the episode I did the other day with down to the city, the guys was explaining the tours and stuff that we didn't know that we had our own trolley tours that does stuff like Savannah. You know, they take you to Andersonville and all this stuff. I didn't know they were offering that. So just like we go to Savannah and do those tours, I guess we got visitors come and do the same tour, going to Andersonville, going to Plains, Jimmy Carter.
That's right.
So like I said, we're here and we don't we don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to us. We drive our car down.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's right. Well, I mean, that's a part of it. So has there been any episode that you got more traction that you were just like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that people really cared about this one in particular or this business, or do you got to keep up with any of that, or you just kind of just share it and you just move on?
The funny thing, the one that's doing the most is my introductory one when I was standing by the Americus sign, you know. But all of them are doing pretty well, especially the one on the ground, the names on the ground.
Oh yeah.
The one from the city of Americus, they're doing very well because they was able to explain new things and attractions that are here in Americus. And I think those, and the little local shops and stuff like that. All those, because people didn't know that these things was being offered. We give the business owner the opportunity to let them know they're here.
That's right.
We bring them to the, you know what I'm saying, to Facebook, you know, and just offer them opportunity. You know, we here.
So do you walk in and say, hey, we want to do this today or next week? Or do you just kind of say, hey, we're kind of walking the next 15 minutes. Would love for you to interview you. Or?
I have done that before.
Okay.
I have done on the spot. And this, hey, we ready. We ready now, you know.
That's right.
But everybody ain't no talker like that. So we'll say we'll come back a scheduled date. But now some people like inbox me, you know, can you come by with them? So it works both ways.
Yeah. So you've done a lot of the social media and doing that. Is that something that, again, do you feel like you're getting more comfortable with? Do you want to do more with media, or are you kind of in your pocket right now?
As far as this piece, I think this is where I'm at right now. The documentary, because my friend, he's doing an amazing eco-friendly house. He's an engineer. Okay. So I did see something like that today. Was that today or yesterday? Today, okay. So he's asking me to do that with him step by step. And that's going to be amazing. You know, all the trimmings that he put in the house. So hopefully they'll follow that one. Okay. So, but things like that, I like that, you know, talking to people, communicating with people. And being out and about with them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is my zone. I like my comfort zone. Yeah. Just talking to them like that.
Have you ever thought about doing I know you mentioned about doing the First Friday, but just like even interviewing people during First Friday, like the people that come through?
Yeah, I had thought about
hey, why are you here?
Yeah, I want to do that this time, but I had to work. And I've been still thinking, how can I do it? You know, where can I do it? Because I want to get to the people. You know, I want to really know why, you know, what about Americus, you know, when it comes to them, what they think about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, and I think, again, that's part of the heart of, you know, what we want to see with these stories and these documentaries is getting a chance to hear from people what makes Americus. And again, what the things that we can grow in, the things that we could adapt, the things that we might need to change. And I know that word is kind of tough. It's kind of hard, but it's important. I always think about this: growing things change, right? Yes, you know, you mature, you grow up, and things evolve, things change, and that's a good thing. One of the things that's changed over the last few months is with the city council, new mayor, a lot of new seats. Is that something that excites you? Is that something that you look forward to as you're kind of working through this documentary? Do you hope to kind of follow up with any of them, or what are your thoughts on that?
Now, the only thing about that, I live in the county.
Oh, okay.
I live in the county. My mother-in-law and my dad-in-law, they stay in the city.
Okay.
So it's encouraging for them. Yeah. You know, but it's encouraging me because it affects what goes on in the city while I'm here. Any changes they do or don't do, it affects me as I drive through, as I shop, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I mean, you know, having a new opportunity for us to really work together. Hopefully, I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing that people are getting together, that they're trying to network, that they're not trying to close in to their camps, but they're actually trying to reach out.
I'm hoping so.
And I know one of the things, one of the things about your documentary that helped me is. And we had the former mayor, we've had other mayors on, but the idea was, what does this look like as far as accountability and transparency? Because we're sharing these things and we just want to make sure our voices are heard. And I think that's one of the things, I've mentioned this a few different times, but the reason why, or one of the major reasons why people get angry is because they don't feel like they're heard.
There you go.
And so if someone's angry, we need to ask the question, are we not hearing what they're saying? It's almost like speaking a different language. You just try to say it louder over and over, hoping that people will get it. They're like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
And so people are trying to get out. Hey, we've got some things to work on. And I think your documentary helped to kind of really visualize that. Because we always say, well, we got them. We got potholes or whatever they were. And they're like, yeah, we got some. Like, no, we do. And I think that was good because I think a lot of people even used it as far as the campaign was concerned of like, hey, let's be honest, let's be transparent. So that's one of the hopes that I have in coming into this and interviewing and podcasting is how do we keep that accountability, transparency? Because we all kind of feel like we know we're in a mess, right? Our families, like, even with your own family, even being neighbors, being on the same street, like, hey, we all know there's a lot of mess going on, but how can we work together? Let's be honest. Let's be transparent about it. Let's work towards it. So, we're talking a little bit, not just within the documentary of what's happening now, but what are some things that you hope for in the future that you would be excited about as you're doing this documentary? What are some things that you're uncovering?
Now I'm gonna tell you, I gotta give a shout out.
Yeah,
I'm not calling no names, but it's through both of my documentaries in situations that I saw on Facebook, I was able to reach out to 3 of the councilmen, and they communicated back with me, you know. So I'm hoping that the open communication continues, you know, because Facebook could get wild.
Man, it can
get wild in a minute. If they could just put one thing up there and it catches a fire. And so I'm hoping that, because I saw one situation on Facebook and I immediately contacted somebody that was, you know, that I knew from the city council, because it finna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? On the situation. And they was, I promise you, they was able to explain to me in you know, it's policy. So I had to read through it and break it down myself, and I had to regurgitate it to them. And so, if they communicate, and if the public communicates with them and understand, now you gotta understand. You can't go in there thinking that you're right, you know, because they do have policies they have to follow, and we have to understand them, you know. But I'm hoping the communication, transparency, like you said earlier, I'm hoping this regime take us to the next level. Now, my hopes and dreams is speaking to younger people, speaking to my family. I asked my family the other day, in 10 years, if the younger people keep moving away from Americus, in 10 years, what would the city look like? You know, my mom's 77 years old, something like that. So what will this community look like? It would just be a bunch of older people just around here. We got to find some way to keep the younger people here, but give them something encouraging to look forward to, if that makes sense. When I'm talking about younger, I'm not talking always talking about 6 and 8 years. I'm talking about the 18-year-olds, you know, have them some encouragement to either stay here, because we got to keep it generating. So I'm hoping that we can bring some jobs here. I know the first thing people gonna say, they want a restaurant here. But if ain't no jobs here, we can't pay for the food or pay that restaurant to eat at a nice restaurant like that. So hopefully get better jobs here. Then we can move forward with the restaurants and the chains and whatever like that. Hoping to, we was talking to my family, getting better shopping malls, but shopping areas down here, because that one been there a while. Down that Pearl's Plaza and stuff like that. So just, you know, just a remodel. If we can do a remodel, that'll be great. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you. And I think that I have been thinking about and praying about, I mean, even things when it refers to, I mean, we're a small town that has 2 colleges.
Yes.
Like, we got to figure out how to utilize that.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
something about that that's very unique.
Yes.
And if we can make that connection, then we'll have students that will stick around, even if they stick around for 2, 3, 5, 10 years,
Yes.
and then they move on. What benefit would we get from them just kind of staying a little bit longer and helping to be innovative and helping to kind of keep us going.
Yes, sir.
And again, with both colleges, you would think, tech school and then, university, I mean, you're talking about all kinds of jobs that could stay here for a little bit longer, kind of get us going. And so if we can utilize that, I think that would be really, really huge for us, for sure.
Yes, sir.
But I do have to go back to this with Facebook and things. I have never seen so many different Facebook pages. I'm trying to figure out which page to follow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 2.0s, there's 3.0s, there's 10.0s. This is the real Americus.
Yeah, ain't it right? It's so and let me tell you, those things can be vicious.
Yeah.
Some of those groups can be vicious.
Yeah.
So just
what do you normally post on? Do you try to post on a few of the pages or?
Yeah, I'm in. My main page is mine.
Yep.
TikTok is my second one. Then I put them in the groups. What's happening in Americus?
Okay.
What's happening in Americus now?
Yeah.
Man, I forgot the other ones. There's 2 or 3 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to use all them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's important. What you're doing is important. I think it is beneficial. And I get the tension of, being clear and transparent about the things that are needed to change, or at least have an eye on it. Hey, where are we going with this? I even talked to some of the city council just about the idea of transparency, what that would look like. And for us, like, so for example, and I've used this example all the time, but even with the streets, if I live on Taylor Street, if Taylor Street, if they told me, hey, in 10 years from now, we're going to repave, you're at the end, but everything will be paved.
Yes.
I'd be like, all right.
Yes.
I mean, I would hate for the next 10 years to deal with it, but at least I would know.
Yes. Yes, sir.
And the idea of not knowing and trying to figure out who to talk to and where does this go, some of that stuff gets people frustrated.
Yes.
Because they just want to know.
Yeah.
And if you don't tell the story, then people start to tell the story for you.
Yes. Because they told me in the middle of during the documentary, they started saying that it's a list somewhere of roads that are going to be repaired. I still haven't seen the list yet. And somebody said they were going to get me the list. I still ain't seen it.
Yeah.
But they say it's out there. They said it's a list that they're going by when they're going to get them done or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah. And that would be, I mean, that's what we're looking for, is just things like that, of, hey, we're serious. We're here. We want everyone to win, So again, we're talking a lot about these documentaries. What you're really doing, from my perspective, is you're just being a good neighbor. So I would love to hear from you. You talked about, before it was more like a village. People were caring for one another, loving one another, helping out with one another. Obviously, those values are still important to you. So what does it look like to be a good neighbor in 2026?
We can still do the same, but you have to be a little bit more careful.
Okay.
You gotta ask for permission. A lady I work with now, she's a hugger, and she announces that she's a hugger.
Yeah.
Back in the days, that was just formality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you have to ask for permission. But the conversations are even more intelligent now. Can I say that? Me and my wife, we go in, we tell them what we got going on, what we're trying to do, and they're willing and ready, to discuss what they have going on. We ain't got to the point yet about Americus. I talked to some of the people. Everybody are not happy. With Americus or in Americas, but that's still because of the history. You know what I'm saying? The history of they just won't let it go. And I don't want to minimize nothing.
Yeah.
But they just won't let it go, But the neighborly stuff I grew up in a real neighborhood. My wife grew up in a neighborhood. So I understand what it looked like and what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Man, he used to go across the road, hang out there all day, whatever, till dark, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Play football on the street up and down. That's what neighborhoods are for. We don't see that no more.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see all that fellowshipping like that no more, especially the children, But it's here.
Mm-hmm.
First Friday, you can tell, I can't, I don't want to go that route, but First Friday, even when people out clubbing, you can see it. Can I say it like that? I said that delicate way.
Yeah.
Even at Walmart, you got people, because my wife think I wave too much. Mm-hmm. She think I speak too much, but that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? Why you waving? Why you know what I'm saying? But that's what I do. If I see somebody pass, I'm gonna wave at them. That's just me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try. That's the way I try to be neighborly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak. Yeah. The place too small not to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not Atlanta. We can speak to each other. We should know each other.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir?
Yeah. No, I would agree. I mean, I think about, when I think about being a good neighbor, I think about pace, just slowing down just a little bit, paying attention to what's going on around me.
Yeah.
Paying attention to expressions on people's face. Are they happy? Are they sad? What's going on? Everybody's got a story. Yeah. Trying to bring a little bit of light, especially even if I'm in the line and I see that the person that's going to be helping me check out, I'm like, man, I would love to see them smile by the time I leave, and so trying to find ways to do that. Yeah. Being sacrificial, you're going to have to give. Yeah. And you got to be careful that people don't take too much, right?
Yeah,
but you got to be a giver. I think that's a big thing. And then just being present, just being willing to just kind of sit around and do nothing sometimes. We talk a lot about on this podcast about the difference between being transactional in your relationships and being transformative in your relationships. And so got to get away from those transactionals. It can't just be about what can you do for me. It's got to be what can I do for you. That's at a cost to me. I'm curious because I know you've worked with youth, right, too, in the past and things like that. As far as just kind of adults just trying to neighbor well with youth, do you have any advice for us as adults as we engage students or youth in the city, in the county?
Well, I've been working with children a long time, and I just got to say it like this. Some of them, for whatever reason, are angry, and so we have to understand why they're angry. If you see a child angry, talk to them, engage with them, see what's going on, see how they going, and they may tell you what's really going on. They might have a situation at home that is rough, they might be getting abused. They might not have food at home, So just be encouraged to work with them a little bit more. Now, some of them are just bad, Some of them are just bad. Just call a spade, But it's the communication piece. Yeah. Communicate with them a little more. Find a common ground with them. Because you'll find most of the time they want to talk. Yeah. Some of them talk your head off, you know what I'm saying? But just find that commonality with them.
It used to be something like, hey, I'm going to go tell your mama.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to shape up.
Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Get all nice. Now it's like, you can go tell my mama. Like, what?
Ain't that right? What? Yeah.
What? You better respect your mama.
Ain't that right? Ain't no fear, ain't no fear no more. It ain't fear like that no more. But they can, from my understanding, training and everything, man, it's some smart kids in Americus, Georgia. Yeah. And it's the girls are mostly smart. That's what I work with, boys and girls, but these kids are smart, because it's so much technology. Yeah. Even the ones we think are a little bit, they get that technology. Even my youngest son, he took off for quick. Yeah. And he's an engineer now, computer engineer, but he stayed on that, you know what I'm saying? He was loving that game. I guess it helped us. We don't take everything from him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, because in moderation, he was always smart as a whip, went to furlough, but him and technology just complemented each other. And he took off from there. He's doing well. You know,
absolutely.
So find what they're good at
Mm-hmm.
and help them explore that. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I was telling my son the other day, I said, Judah, when I had to go find something, I had to walk to the library, go to this thing, look for the card, and then go find the aisle, go find the book, go find the page. You can just type it in now.
Yes.
I want this book with this page number, and it will give you this. And so, I mean, the access now to knowledge and to anything you want.
Yes,
I mean, you
sir.
can go to YouTube University now at this point and just get anything you want. You can learn anything off of YouTube. And so it's a great benefit to the students here for sure. So one of the ways that I like to phrase the question about future conversations or future hopes, we talked a little bit about what we kind of need to start doing, kind of continuing to build off of downtown, build these businesses that have, I know that we want to be, from what I understand, and maybe I would love to hear your thoughts on kind of, do you agree with kind of the format, the idea of just having small businesses downtown? Not we don't need more Walmarts. We need more mom and pop shops. What is your thoughts on that?
The only thing I have to say about that, will they sustain? Mm-hmm. We drive by the stores. We don't always stop at those mom and pop stores. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because we didn't, even with our travels, we don't, walking through town, we didn't know they was there. And I don't think we see as many commercials about those stores. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So you wouldn't know they was there. They could thrive, but they're gonna do a little bit more pushing. They're gonna use Facebook or something to let them know that they're there. Yeah. I can see you doing it around the hotel, the Windsor, but that's only for the people who stand at the Windsor and going, gonna shop nearby, not just walking. Yep. So it can be a good concept. They got to put some money behind that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Idea, that concept, Yeah,
I would agree.
Everybody can't be the Killebrew. Killebrew been on that corner a long time.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I think there needs to be a balance between, some of these big stores that can carry that weight financially, come in here and dump millions of dollars into something. And then again, be able to build that base out so that people can, hey, they got a great business. They've been working. Now they're going to start their own business one day. So I think that's really great.
That word of mouth is going to be hard for the moms and pops. Yeah. I would love for the Americus to look like the new Jackson Street on the right side, where they rebuild and remodeling. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal. We can make it look like that, man. Yeah. It's just, but they're gonna have to bring some more stuff here. Yeah. We thirsty for. Me and my sister were just talking about that. Yeah. She's thirsty for bringing new places here, new stores, name brand stores. People going, I don't care what they said. People gonna buy name brand. You're gonna have to have something here that's known, known chain. Right. You got to bring one chain there.
Well, and one of the things too that is helpful is, if we don't have those name brand stores, then some other city around us will eventually get it.
And we going.
And then now everyone else is going to there. So you kind of want to find, well, we kind of want to keep it the way that it is. Well, if you don't have it though, it's kind of like getting a quarterback, right? Yes. It's like sometimes you just want to get the quarterback so that he can't play for anybody else.
Yes, secure him. Yeah.
Right. So we'll pay for the quarterback to be our backup because we don't want to play against him. Yes. Right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it's helpful to think through that as well, for sure. All right. So those are some of the things that we want to start doing. And then we kind of asked the question, what are some things that we need to stop doing, with things that we need to be mindful of? Hey, we don't need to continue that kind of pattern or that kind of habit. Is anything coming to mind when you think about, man, just things that we need to make sure that we stop doing? And maybe it is some of the negative conversations and talk.
And from outside looking in, that's what I would say. The negative talk still fueling old stuff. Even it might be playful sometimes, play for banner, but still fueling. Some of them still upset about them schools. They still holding it. And I graduated in '92. I believe they did that in '96. I want to say, but they still holding grudges about that. When they changed the name of that school, they were upset, Just let the old be the old, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But just moving forward, living amongst each other, speaking to each other, you know what I'm saying, respecting each other.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to sit in a negative comment, stop disrespecting each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And then the last kind of category of questions is, what can we never stop doing? What makes Americus Americus that really holds it, anchors it, that we need to continue and we can't stop doing that?
Now, for me, I want the small town charm and vibe. Like you said, walking and just laid back, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the 3 times me and my wife been walking through town doing the videos, it is laid back, you know what I'm saying? It is calming, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody messing with you, you know what I'm saying? Unless when we doing our video, they waving, they blowing their horn, hey y'all, you know what I'm saying? They just speaking to us, keep up the good work or whatever. And just that, you know, I don't know, I can't talk about nobody else's experience. Is the only experience I can talk about is my experience. And I'm a 52-year-old African-American male. So I'm just telling you my experience through my eyes, you know, but it's laid back. Go to church on Sunday, leave there, go to Walmart, and go to my mama's house. And then when I start filming and playing over there with my mom and them, and visit my mother-in-law and them, and we head home, you know? And that's what we do. It's just laid back, you know? For a lot of people, I know it's slow. I know it's too slow for them. They want that rah-rah, that action all day, you know? But I just said, let's just keep Americus, but we got to advance though. Yeah. We got to advance. We can't just sit and be at a standstill. You know, I know everybody said, quote unquote, this is a college town. But like I talked to a college student the other day, they time limit is 5 years. You know, they not sitting here trying to raise no family here and put money back in the community, you know? So we just got to figure a way how to evolve around that college town look, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the things that I noticed about the college students is if you ask them, you know, what kind of restaurants do you go to? They'll tell you like Zaxby's or, you know, Wendy's or whatever. And what that's telling me is they're going down Tripp Street.
Yes, sir.
Or they're going down Fletcher to go down to Walmart.
Yep.
And so they're not thinking about coming downtown. And so they're missing out on that. So the more and more we can get those students to be aware of downtown, because Zaxby's going to be anywhere.
Yes.
Wendy's will be anywhere.
Yes, sir.
But they won't have Euro City. They won't have the Spot. They won't have the station. Like people have got to recognize, man, the 1800, like, man, these are some really great spots. And so trying to figure out ways to, like you said, get people to recognize these are the smaller things that make Americus Americus, that could really bring that in. So anything else that you feel like kind of anchors us? I mean, obviously Americus has a huge history with the church and things like that. I mean, those things need to be stable. They feel like they're anchors into the community. They've always, you know, have been vital to a community like this. So anything else?
I think we got the church thing down pat in America, Georgia. We got that down pat. Now, our stapler in Americas is sports.
Okay, yeah.
Football is the one. Okay. It's been here a long time. You know, since we merged, we brought Americus over because Americus High was known for championships. So,
that's right.
So bring that over to Sumter, putting it together, you know, so imagine a whole town now building around the football team. They had a great year this year. Yeah. You know, so
that is good.
Football is a passion here for everyone. They don't talk about baseball that much around here. Yeah. I know Georgia Southwestern they do. Yeah. But not as far
What about arts music?
And there used to be an art lady, the building down there. And I ain't had a chance to, maybe me and my wife would check that out. But I don't know if they're still doing anything around that art building down there. And I know one of our better art people passed on about 2 years ago, maybe. He was my son's teacher, but she was, she was one of the staplers in the community about art. But this is an artistic town. Yeah. They used to showcase it down, like I said, down there on Forsyth, at the end of Forsyth down there.
Yep. So, well, I know like one Sumter's building that amphitheater where the old Global Village used to be, Reverend Brown, I think, Park. Pearly Brown. Sorry, Pearly Brown Park. And so it seems like we're trying to get back to more of that arts.
Yeah.
Cause I do think, I mean, sports is so big and it's such a great avenue for a lot of the young guys to kind of get in there and really get their aggression out instead of getting on the streets. Just, hey man, take it out in a game. Like let's have sportsmanship. But man, the arts and music, there's so many talented people that we could capitalize on that. And, I mean, there are people that have left here that have done really, really good in those programs. And I would love for students to know, hey, if you're not the quarterback or running back, you could still be something really, really huge here.
Yes, sir.
And so just trying to figure out how to, capitalize on all those different areas. So, but yeah, I mean, those are the things that we need to continue to do is continue to invest in the kids, figure that out.
And I know our past mayor, Ms. Kinnaman, she was good at the art. She was in the art stuff too as well. So I'm hoping they do bring that back because my son, my oldest son, he's an artist. So maybe that'll give something for him to do as well in Americus. We need, we go to the other small town. We need murals around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of walls over here can have murals on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What does your son do? Does he do, I mean, murals and stuff like that? Does he do artwork or does he do music?
He just draw. He draws.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we would love for him to get his passion going again and work with some other ones that does it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know they've got also the glass blowing here, and they do the beer festival with the glass, and so that's a big thing here. It's right next to the new Cafe Campesino area. So yeah, a lot of art here, a lot of history in here with that. So I want to continue to do that. One of the things I'm interested in seeing, you post. What do your kids feel about that? Like, oh, Dad, what are you doing? Like, you posting all this stuff, or are they just they're happy for you, kind of getting to see their lives a little bit.
And I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But the only one that's really involved in what I may or may not do is my daughter, my middle child.
Okay.
The other two, they don't even do Facebook like that. They might like something here, there, but she's the only one that really engages or give advice about or whatever. But they probably they knew their daddy was what I want to say, the life of the party anyway. I've been I was class clown superlative, so what I'm saying. So
there you go.
I do that anyway.
Yeah.
So but I like to have fun.
That's good. That's good.
Most stuff I do, I want to have fun with it, but still be informed. That makes sense.
Absolutely. Yes, so what if someone is not going to get maybe on the council, maybe someone doesn't take a position in the city. What can someone do as a neighbor, just in the everyday to kind of help build this Americus that we all long for?
I just voice your opinion. All I did was picked up a phone and said a couple of words, and it took off like wildfire. But it was a real subject. Yeah. It was a subject that was affecting the whole community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was, come look at this street, come look at this street, come check this out. Everybody, but it looked like they needed somebody to voice it. I'm not the one they're gonna go, like you said earlier, be loud at no city council meeting. I'm not gonna do all that now. You know what I'm saying? That because I don't heard too many stories of engagement at that. I don't want to do all that. I just want to have a talk, bring it to your attention. And let's have a conversation. I start a conversation for anything, but you got to come with me now.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to come with me. So I really want you, and I'm gonna tell you, I know at least 3 other people on the city council. I want, and to me now, I think they're approachable. So I want everybody out there to, get a conversation because get what? They're your city council.
Yeah.
They're your city council.
That's right.
So the one in your district, that's the one you need to be talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm encouraging my mother-in-law and dad-in-law to do. Because like I said, I'm in the county, they're in the city.
Yeah.
So I need them to talk to their city council. Let's get this started.
Yeah. That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
That's good. Well, and like you said, I mean, just sitting down with people and getting a chance to hear their heart, hear what's going on.
We don't have to fight.
You can find so much in common.
Yeah.
Maybe some different ways of doing something,
Yeah.
but probably the same issues, the same needs. So in light of that, well, one of the things that we love to do to kind of help land the plane with the podcast is we do what we call rapid fire questions.
Oh, Lord.
And so these are just kind of kind of just questions
Oh,
that, kind of yes or no, just kind of quick. So you don't have to go into huge detail, but just an opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. Here's a good question. If you could instantly become an expert in something, what would it be?
I don't know. Oh, reading minds.
Oh, yeah.
I want to read my wife's mind.
Yeah,
I want to read my wife's mind.
Yeah. That would be very helpful. That would be really, really helpful. Absolutely. I love it. All right. If you could be on a reality TV show, which one would you find yourself in?
Man, which one? He said, my favorite person is Country Wayne.
Okay.
I want to be on his little skits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Not trying to out anybody else, but do you have a favorite restaurant? It could be here, it could be somewhere else.
My favorite restaurant?
Yeah.
Man, I love steak. So
yeah. Come on.
If, how you know? Yeah, Ruth Chris. I got reservation for Friday. Ruth Chris. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. So, what do you do to relax?
Watch
Georgia football. Come on.
That's not relaxed. I did not relax. But that's my team. That's my team. But I just do artwork, tables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just relax. I go in my little art room and make something out of nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love that. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Man, I've been telling my wife Paris. I want to just see Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You've never been there before yet?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right. If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be and why?
Man. Oh, man. I guess I don't want to say going to work, but that'll be boring. I'll be bored then. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just I guess the small stressors.
Yeah.
Just the little stuff that comes up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
If I can eliminate that, everything will be straight.
Okay.
Just the small stressors.
All right. One more. What's your favorite holiday of the year?
Oh. It's more and more it's becoming Thanksgiving since my mama getting older. I'm gonna say Thanksgiving. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mario, thank you so much again for joining us on the podcast. I am really excited about what you're doing. I hope you continue to do it, showing some of the things that are in Americus that sometimes, like you said, if we're going too fast, we're gonna miss it. And I'm here as one neighbor to another,
yes, sir,
saying, hey, we're getting into the future of Americus. Let's see it. Let's keep doing to go forward. So if there's anything I could do, let me know how I can help. So
yes,
thank you so much for joining us on the podcast.
No, I appreciate the time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. That's it.